Governor Kevin Stitt issued an executive order to better secure Oklahoma schools. For their part, the Oklahoma Highway Patrol is leading active shooter training for troopers, deputies, and police officers across the state. 2 News Oklahoma's Naomi Kidd spent the day in Oklahoma City for a first-hand look at that training.
The law enforcement officers went through 4 different training scenarios today. This is all in an effort to get every trooper, every deputy, and every police officer across the state of Oklahoma in the same active shooter training. At an abandoned middle school in the Oklahoma City metro, dozens of state troopers and law enforcement officers spent the day practicing for an active shooter on school grounds. The groups of 3 worked to stop the threat, help the injured, and resolve the situation as quickly as possible. Commissioner of Public Safety Tim Tipton calls the scenario-based training stress inoculation, putting the law enforcement officers under as much realistic stress as possible to get them fully prepared to respond. As part of the governor's executive order issued in late June, every state trooper is required to complete this emergency response training by January 1st. Tipton says there's about 9,000 active troopers, deputies, and officers across Oklahoma who will all eventually be trained in the same way to stop an active shooter.
We never know where that event's going to happen, and a lot of the areas when it happens, there's multiple agencies arriving at the same time.
The active shooter training is just one part of the governor's executive order. I'm breaking down what else it'll do tonight at 6. Reporting in Oklahoma City, I'm Naomi Kitt, 2 News Oklahoma.
Tulsa police arrest an accused murderer after a short chase this afternoon. Investigators say they believe Christopher Phillips was involved in the shooting death of Tony Morrison, who was found shot in his car near Admiral on I-244 on June 27th. The police affidavit names Phillips and Josiah Rhodes as suspects in his death. Investigators say Phillips faces a list of charges, including first-degree murder. Sapulpa police say the 3 people killed this week were victims of a double murder-suicide. Investigators say they believe that 80-year-old Jerry Hausner shot and killed his 77-year-old wife, Mary, and their 50-year-old daughter, Kelly, and then himself. Investigators say they're still not sure of the man's motive. Well, despite Oklahoma's best efforts, Japanese media report Panasonic is not coming to the Sooner State. According to the report, Panasonic will make their several billion-dollar investment in Kansas. Governor Stitt spent the last several months supporting new legislation to entice the company to make Pryor's Mid-America Industrial Park its home, even signing the Large-Scale Economic Activity and Development Act in April. In response, the governor's office says in a release, this is not the end of the governor's strategy to make Oklahoma a top 10 state for business, and Oklahomans would be wise to not count us out just yet. We do have a reporter digging deeper into what this could mean for our state. We'll tell you what we learned later tonight, right here on 2 News and online at KGRH.com.
Now, your 2 News Oklahoma first forecast, sponsored by Executive Homes.
Well, temperatures today a little warmer than they were yesterday at this time. We're close to the triple-digit mark in the city. Tulsa right now at 98.9, Bartlesville at 98 degrees, McAllister 99, and Stigler, you're at 100 degrees, but we factor in the humidity and it actually feels a little cooler. The air's so dry that, of course, as your skin begins to sweat, it's evaporating quite rapidly, and that's cooling the air around it, so it feels a little cooler than 99. That's the optimistic way of looking at these things right now, is it feels a little better than the actual air temperature shows. Outside right now on our Wade's RV Weather Camera Network, we have clear skies. We're going to continue that with temperatures in the mid-80s by the 10 o'clock hour. So a hot evening, but temperatures by 10, not too bad. Still warm for this time of year. We are tracking potential for a few thunderstorms that extended and some extreme heat. All the details with your 10-day forecast coming away in just a few minutes.
As we brace for more triple-digit days, we wanted to know how this heat is impacting farmers and ranchers. Our Shay Smith went to Wagner County to find out.
I spoke to one local farmer who says these temperatures are harsh on his livestock. On a nice day, Jordan Edson says cattle typically graze the entire pasture for most of the day, which is important to make sure a cow maintains a healthy weight, whether that's to provide milk, be sold at market, or used for breeding. But Edson says these high temperatures keep the cattle from doing that.
With the heat, they're constantly in the shade, all day, every day, under the shade tree, consuming less food, just trying to maintain and survive, literally.
Edson also says they need cooler temperatures at night to allow the cattle to shed the excess heat their body has been storing throughout the day. But with the temperatures remaining above 75 at night, that doesn't happen either. He says if the cattle can't cool off, it can be deadly. He says he lost an older cow earlier this week because of the heat. He tells me he's considering adding a protein supplement to feed the cattle. Coming up tonight at 6, how this heat isn't just affecting cattle, but also what they eat. In Wagner County, Shay Smith, 2 News Oklahoma.
We do want to mention that Jordan Edson is related to our very own Annie Brown, and we want to thank him for his help with this story. Tulsa's Salvation Army is teaming up with Ace Hardware to help Oklahomans stay cool. 2 News Oklahoma's Caitlin Rivas shares what they're doing and how you can get help if you need it.
For the last 9 years, the Salvation Army of Tulsa has partnered with Westlake Ace Hardware to hand out free box fans to those in need. And with more 100-degree days in the forecast, these fans are needed more than ever. Lieutenant Mariah DeShazo with the Salvation Army says they normally receive more than 300 donations each year, but this year they only received 177 fans. And to top it off, supply chain issues are delaying delivery of 100 fans until Friday.
Sadly, donations have been down. We've seen this with COVID, that a lot of people are just facing new and different realities that are very hard. And so we haven't seen the same amount of box fans come in this year, but we know that our God is still a wonderful God and He will provide.
Lieutenant DeShazo tells me that a lot of people have been calling about AC units, but they want to stress that they don't have any AC units, just the box fans. If you would like to register for a fan, you can do so on our website, kjrh.com. Just click on the link in this story. In Broken Arrow, Caitlin Rivas, 2 News, Oklahoma.
Covering the economy tonight, Vice President Kamala Harris defended the Biden administration's handling of the economy, despite news today of record high inflation. During her speech at the American Rescue Plan Workforce Development Summit, the vice president insisted fighting inflation remains one of the administration's top economic priorities.
President Joe Biden and I are always fighting to make sure that working families can get ahead and stay ahead.
The Federal Reserve is expected to continue its quest to ease rising prices with another substantial hike later this month. Preparations underway in Sapulpa for Christmas in July. Students taking part in a community day of service helped assemble the Route 66 Christmas shoot. 150 students, coaches, and volunteers all working to put together the 34,000 lights to Christmas music. It's the second year for the community event, and organizers hope it will continue for years to come. You know, it's hard to believe, but we're just a month out from the start of some area schools, and we want to help children prepare. So 2 Cares for the Community is teaming up with Car and Car attorneys to collect backpacks for local school children. We hope you'll join us too and drop by our Brookside studios next Wednesday, July 20th, and donate a new backpack ahead of the upcoming school year. Our friends at the Pencil Box will make sure that your donations get to those who need them. Still ahead on 2 News at 5, it is a bloom years in the making. Find out what makes this pungent flower so special. There's a worldwide effort to conserve the rare plant.
As many drivers struggle just to fill their tanks with gas, to get to work, or get the kids to all their summer activities, scammers are there too, to make them struggle even more. The Better Business Bureau says gas card prize scams are racing across the country.
And they just try to get you to hurry up.
I'm 2 News Oklahoma problem solver Pete Knutson. Join me later today for Watch Out Wednesday and a new warning about losing even more money to those budget-busting gas prices.
I'm John Madris, looking at some of the best ways to buy and sell used merchandise, plus some apps that could make you good money. Story coming up.
Whether you're selling a few items or buying something used to save some cash, online marketplaces are easy and convenient. Unfortunately, it's also an easy place to get scammed. 2 News Oklahoma problem solvers consumer reporter John Matteries shows us how to swap stuff safely so you don't waste your money.
It used to be that the best way to buy and sell unwanted stuff was by throwing a yard sale.
Lovely way to find deals all the time.
Angie Dittman was trying to sell a lifetime of accumulations.
These are collectibles, so see this has the gold plate on it and came with the papers and all that good stuff.
But Angie admits it's a lot of work and many items sell for just $1 or $2.
Now, if you're looking to get rid of things quickly, nothing beats a summer yard sale. But the experts say if you're looking to get top dollar, you might want to explore some of the buying and selling apps that puts your merchandise in front of a lot more people.
I use Facebook Marketplace.
Roseanne Swikata scours Facebook for inexpensive clothing for her daughter.
You just have to make sure you trust who you go to meet up to buy from.
Besides Facebook Marketplace, other popular buying selling apps include Nextdoor, OfferUp, Declutter, and for clothing, Tradesy, Poshmark, and ThreadUp. But Sarah Wetzel of the Better Business Bureau says they also require a lot more caution for both buyers and sellers. One red flag to watch out for, a seller who wants you to pay with gift cards, wire transfer, or even cryptocurrency.
They're most likely trying to make sure that it's not traceable.
The BBB says other things to watch for are bogus checks that will bounce in a week or two, deals too good to be true, and fake listings, often copied from a legitimate seller's website. Most important, if you're meeting a buyer or seller in person, Sarah cautions that
You need to be careful too. You want to make sure that you're not giving away your home address, that you're meeting in a centralized, safe place.
That way, a selling app can be as safe as a local neighborhood yard sale, and you don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese.
Now, your 2 News Oklahoma weather, sponsored by Executive Homes.
Well, while we didn't see much rain here in northeast Oklahoma, one town in northwest Oklahoma saw about 6 inches of rainfall earlier today. And meteorologist Brandon Woolley is going to break that down tonight at 6 on exactly what happened and how it created a massive flooding incident in the Woodward area. Meanwhile, all the rest of us are dry and no storms in our area. We need the rainfall. And this is our rainfall forecast the next 7 days. We do have a chance for a few storms on Sunday. Thereafter, it looks pretty dry, and it's going to be very hot across areas. So if we can squeeze out a thunderstorm or 2 on Sunday, that'll be a great thing. Unfortunately, because the extended just looks dry. Check out these temperatures. Again, normal high jumped up to 94 degrees today. We're going to be well above that as we head into our Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sunday, we'll see a little dip in temps because of the chance for a few isolated thunderstorms in the area, upper 90s for highs, and then those temperatures begin to climb quite rapidly up to 104 degrees as we head towards the middle of next week and potentially even higher than that. More on that in just a moment. Outside right now, Wade's RV Weather Camera Network, we have clear skies. It is a warm day today. I guess you could say hot day. Temperatures upper 90s to near 100 degrees today. Dallas 104. Phoenix at 111, Vegas 107. So not much has changed across the nation over the past couple of days other than the hottest temperatures centering well to the south of us. You can see the heat index value actually makes it feel a lot better here in Tulsa. Dallas, though, not so lucky. It feels like 108. That moisture is slowly going to creep back up, and that means the humidity will be felt once again. So Saturday and Sunday, 102 on your Saturday. There is a slight chance for a few afternoon thunderstorms on Sunday, especially southeast of Tulsa. 99 is going to be our high. I'm really hoping, though, that a lot of us get a thunderstorm across our area on Sunday because we desperately need the rain. There's really dry right now, 21% humidity. Dew point down to 52. If we could keep it that way through the remainder of the summer, it wouldn't be that bad, but we know that always changes with northeast winds brings drier air in, south winds will bring the moisture back in, and it will feel humid by this weekend. 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, Tulsa at 70 degrees, McAllister 73 degrees as we head towards the afternoon hours, up to 101 in Tulsa, Pryor 99, Stigler 100, and McAllister 101 degrees. Slight chance for a few isolated storms on Sunday.